Yeah,
because it's
dude,
gonna
it's
rain.
already thundering. I was
Yeah,
meant to
yeah,
play
yeah,
beach volleyball, but
yeah.
it's definitely cancelled.
Okay. Well, let's talk some shit for like half an hour minimum, or and or like
36 minutes.
36 minutes approximately. And
Yeah.
if there's anything good, we'll. Well, I mean, if we don't feel strongly against it, we'll upload it by default. But if we feel strongly against it and we really don't want, either one of us doesn't want to, then we won't have to upload.
But don't you want to is there like an agenda? Like, are you sure you just want to talk shit?
No, no. I mean,
Like
I think we wanted to. Well, I
like
mean,
this is a podcast, right?
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I
sure you're
think.
going for the podcast vibe.
um, no, I think we got a vibe. We got a vibe building up already. But no, I think. Well, I mean, I had a few things in mind I wanted to talk about, but um, we won't talk shit. But I was just saying that so that we wouldn't feel pressured.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um,
Um,
I had in mind. I thought it was interesting about your January resolution with regards to your job. But to be honest, we can talk about
oh,
anything. Um, and yeah, so I can talk about some of my goals, or I was doing some random journaling thing today. It sounds a bit corny, but I think it's actually pretty
yeah.
conducive.
Hmm.
But I was also keen to hear about how you were going to take a break from breaking and all that, if you wanted to. I thought it was interesting
Yeah.
because we talked about that last time, and then
Hmm.
and yeah, so we can go any direction.
Uh, sure. We'll start with journaling first. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Now, well, I was just doing one of those journaling prompt thingos where it was
yeah.
like, "What did you do last year?" I was actually I got a template from that Ali Abdal guy, which from that guy from YouTube, and
Hmm.
I did it a few years ago, and then I just looked at last year's one and I got rid of all the answers and I tried to answer it again, but for 2025, 2026. And
Hmm.
um, no, I just thought it was interesting because some of it is really simple and it's not even like mind blowing or um, anything like that or super sophisticated or genius. But I feel like the exercise of doing it um, is somehow calming or it feels conducive and productive. Let's just say, like for example, the first one you just had January, February, March, all the way to December of the previous year, and I just had to put like two or three dot points of what happened, or maybe one to three dot points of what happened that month, like the highlights or whatever. And I don't know, it just felt good. It just feels good doing that.
Mm.
Um,
Is it like deliberate? Like it's more like deliberate reflection. Is that how it
yeah,
feels?
but I tried not to be too deliberate about it or too technical about it. Otherwise, I'd overthink it and try to come up with a really good answer. I was just
Hmm.
more like, oh, this month I did the Pali app. I started the Pali app. Oh, this month I went to meditation. This month I did something cool at work. Or this month I went back to Vietnam to visit Dao, kind of thing. And then, so it wasn't high pressure or anything. But when I look back at the year, I'm like, oh, cool. It's like, I don't know. I felt a bit better about the year because it's something a bit
Mm.
sort of concrete. And I felt like I did good stuff. Like not by any
Mm.
high standard. Let me just let me just check it actually because I have it right here. Like um let me give you an example, and because it's actually pretty basic stuff. I don't, like in January, I actually had nothing. So in January, I didn't actually remember what I did. So I just looking at it now. I had nothing. In February, it was like went to Vietnam to visit Dao. I started my Parley app and I deployed it for the first time. And in February, I started getting momentum with publishing YouTube videos, and that was cool for me because I noticed Sunny was just our other mutual friend. Our mutual friend was just posting random videos on YouTube when in February, and I was like, oh, dude, he's just posting heaps of stuff, and I was
Is
actually
he?
and I was actually pretty inspired because I think I was overthinking it and trying to do scripts and everything, and he was just posting stuff, and it inspired me because I felt like at my stage and at his stage, he was rightly just posting stuff rather than just trying to be a bit too calculative and um, you know,
Mm.
like over analyzing and over preparing stuff and not ever getting it done. So after I saw a few of his videos, I was like, I'm just going to get a bit of momentum. And I still think that's the right
Yeah.
step for me. Otherwise, I'm never going to do anything.
You
Even
just need to
this
get
type,
started.
yeah, even this type of conversation, like our backgrounds are shit, our mics aren't that good, our earphones are crap, but I still feel very good about it. Like I'll be able,
Mm.
I'm actually just, I don't know, it's just my temperament, but I'll be able to look back at today and be like, that was the first time we gave it a shot with this thing. So
Yeah.
that's a couple of things I'll write in the reflection. And say, for example, in March, I did a 20-day meditation course, and that's pretty easy because
Yeah.
it took up 20 out of 30 days. And I just
Yeah.
said, I acquired a big skin issue, that whole thing I had. But I did that for every month. It was just stuff like that. But when I look, after the exercise, I'm like, oh, sweet. Okay. So it was a good year. It wasn't a waste of a year. It's actually quite a big year kind of thing, even though it wasn't anything like really super, super cool, I guess,
Mm.
from an external point of view. But for me, it's sort of feel good about it.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
like
that's what, yeah,
it's like we never really sit still and think about what we've done. It's
yeah.
like after you get something done, you just move on to the next thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the whole exercise. I mean, after that, it was like, uh, what are the then it was like, what are the major milestones for the year altogether? Just come up with a few dot points, feel good about it. Then
Yeah.
after that, it was reflections and challenges for significant events.
Yeah.
And for me, had a few health things like my skin, my head, my stomach, etc., etc. But just writing them down, yeah, I guess it's like what you said. It just makes you feel a bit of what closure or like clarity, and then you move on and you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there's more
Yeah,
to
I'm not
it.
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I said that, but like it definitely forces you to like just list out what you achieved
Yeah.
versus us. Versus the default nowadays is just go on and on.
Yeah.
Because I felt similar to you. I felt similar to you this whole year actually. It's like you just keep going, going, and you don't know what you've done.
Mm.
And I don't think it's like for our personalities, like growing up with you. I don't think we're the type to like think
You wouldn't think very
dwell on the
much, right?
past.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we don't really
Exactly.
dwell on the past. We don't
Yeah.
really think too much.
Yeah.
We're more like in the moment. So like,
Yeah.
I think that's why it's so mind blowing to us. But I think for the normal folk,
Yeah, I think so.
we might be a bit special.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
That's true. I
I
don't think we
think
think very much.
people think we're chaotic.
Yeah. I remember when I was first meeting Dao, like
Yeah.
there'd be some moments when we were silent, and she's like, "So what are you thinking?" I'm like, "Nothing." And it happened a few times, and she didn't believe me. I'm not thinking about anything. But I think, yeah. So definitely, like on that extreme side of things, where I think we don't analyze that much or reflect that much, right?
But do you think it's also like a guy thing?
Mm.
I feel like men are just we're not really
Mhm.
reflecting that on. Oh, like just like when we stare blankly into something. I don't think we're thinking too deeply about
Yeah,
something.
yeah, or over analyzing
We're just
something.
like
Yeah,
yeah. It's like I took a fat shit this morning.
yeah,
It's
that's
something
pretty much it.
silly like that.
Yeah, um,
It's actually kind of a blessing, do you reckon? Like to not think too much.
I think so. Because on the flip side, I mean, some people I know who think too much think that's a bit of a curse. But the but the positive side of thinking too much is, I think, or this is what I've heard at least, they're able to learn more from a single experience or stop repeating the same mistakes over and over again.
Oh, that's
Because
true.
because actually think about what happened, whereas
Hmm.
I might just think a bit and then do stuff.
But do you ever have the tendency to rabbit hole? Like, do you ever go too deep?
Yeah, not these days. The only times when I go a bit deep and it's not that severe is like when something's captured me on YouTube and I want to buy it, then I might just keep looking at videos on like a really good desk setup or an action camera I really want to buy. Then I have to
Mm.
keep then I crave to watch more reviews, but the reviews are really advertisements and they're doing it to make you buy it. And then
Yeah.
it's very enticing, so it's a bit agitating. I rabbit hole on those kind of type of things
Mm.
sometimes. Um, but yeah, not really.
Mm. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Um, But anyway, just on that journaling thing, that was the first part of the journaling sort of exercise where it's a bit like reflection, whatever, like we were saying, about a bit like looking back in the past. And then I guess the second half of it, there were more prompts, which we don't necessarily need to talk about now, but there are more prompts that look at planning the future year, setting the direction for the future year, just
Mm.
um, give a general picture. And I've just been
Right.
doing a bit at a time. I don't have the discipline to just do it all in one sitting. I might just sit on my phone and answer a few questions, um, and then leave it for another few days. But it is a
Yeah.
whole big process to work through. But I've only done the reflection bit. I haven't done anything about this new year yet.
I find it a
Yeah.
bit difficult to do things like that at home. I feel like you
Okay.
need
Yeah.
to be in this new environment.
Yeah.
Like I recall like doing it at like a beach,
Oh yeah.
or like where you just forced where it's like the most entertaining activity, then it's like doable in one
Oh yeah.
sitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like at home, I feel like there's too many temptations, too many distractions to complete that process.
Yeah. That's true. Last year I was doing it at Macquarie Uni, like walking around on the grass and everything. Mm.
So what are the themes
Oh.
in the goals?
Oh well, I haven't. Well, I mean, I've only done the reflection bit already, but there are a few themes in terms of um there are a few interesting themes in terms of challenges because I've done the reflection bit, but I haven't looked forward yet. In terms of the challenges, I found three things. One was we'll start with the least complicated ones first. One was like the health issues. Like I had a really annoying headache slash tension thing here, which was bugging me the whole year. I had a stomach bloating issue, which I've had since I went to India, which was resolved this year. Had my skin thing, which is mostly resolved. So that was a big theme. In terms of I mean when it does in the prompt where it says look at the challenges, it also says how did you overcome them and what did you learn from it. And I feel like
Yeah.
that learning from it is useful because then it helps you take it forward or apply some principles going forward, kind of thing. Because the interesting thing from that was my stomach issue I've had for like 6 years or more. And I just randomly went to the doctor and decided to get a referral to a nutritionist. And she gave me two things to try. I, and one was like a diet, like a low FODMAP diet, and one was a hypnosis app. And I was skeptical about
What was the first one?
a low FODMAP diet. So it's low in this FODMAP category of foods. So it's quite a restrictive diet you do. And then after some time, if there's good results, and you start introducing everything back into your diet. But I tried that and it didn't really work. And I was actually really skeptical of the hypnosis app until I randomly got recommended a sort of like a radical video about hypnosis on YouTube. It had nothing to do with any issues, but it reminded me of the app and I tried it and it made like the biggest difference. And it almost cured my stomach thing. Like it's pretty much not, it's pretty much a non-issue now for me. My bloating that I've had since 2019.
Also, do you think it's like a mind body connection issue where it's like you eat food and then your mind thinks you have an issue, but really it's just your body?
I'm not sure about the actual mechanism, but I do think it's mind and gut related. I don't know if you could say like it's all in your head and all caused by your mind, or there's a bit of an interaction back and forth, or it's like sort of therapeutic if you address it from a mental point of view, then it stops being a problem, whatever. But I remember like the first week when I was using it, I was eating like souvlaki when I was in Vietnam and like all this oily stuff, which I've been avoiding for years. So
But then you
uh,
were fine.
I was fine, and I've pretty much been fine this rest of this year, pretty much. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so
so good.
yeah, that was really random, but like, I guess the lesson to take away from that, I think, is to like sort of like be proactive in trying different things or listening to different professionals or people with different experiences that I might not be open to, because I'm reluctant to believe in hypnosis and the more alternative therapies kind of thing. Like I would have, but then I just tried it and it made a big difference to quality of life, right? Like there was another one I'll tell you about. My skin, remember how bad my skin was, how radical that was, right?
Yeah.
Um, I tried the GP, got some creams, it didn't work. Spent like $300 on dermatologist, gave me like antibiotics for a whole month, and
Yeah.
other creams. It works and it comes back right away. I tried
Yeah.
Chinese medicine um this one place and it didn't work. But then I was already pretty desperate and I googled a Chinese medicine place specifically for eczema, and that happened to be a really powerful sort of treatment for me, right? But I sort of had to go out of my way and sort of like research it. And even in my mind, as I'm going in, I'm like, it's a low probability chance of working because nothing's worked so far. Like, I'm a bit sort of skeptical about alternative therapies and Chinese medicine anyway, because the previous place I tried didn't work. And this place, I just went because sort of desperate kind of thing. And it worked really, really, really well. Like, it got rid of like 90% of it. And then when I went to Vietnam, it started coming back. And my mother in law suggested cooking these herbs and bathing and like using it when you shower every night. And that actually got rid of it like 100%.
Oh
And,
wow.
I'm like reluctant to believe in that, like at the outset too, because it's like, how would you know that works? What's in it? And then she just knows it works. And I mean, it costed me a lot, right? Like, yeah, the medical appointments, the Chinese medicine places, like $200 each time. Dermatologist, $300. I was using the heater because I didn't want to wear a jumper in winter at home, right?
Okay.
Because of the contact with the skin.
Itchiness?
Yeah, right. So our heating bills were like 1.8K for a quarter for winter. But then that was because me and Dao.
Because Dao is also using
that's
it
also
too,
because me and
right?
Dao. But when Dao left, I kept using it, and I was only home for 1 month out of 3. Then I went to Vietnam, and that electricity bill was just like $600 recently, just for the month that I used the aircon,
Wow.
right? So it's all those things that add up, and in the end, it's like one random Chinese medicine place, and also mum's mother-in-law's advice on these hand-picked herbs, which got rid of it. So it's sort of coming back now, but then we got the herbs and I'm cooking it at home, and I think it's helping, but we'll see. It's coming back a bit, so it used to be 100%. Now it's coming back like 5%. I sort of want to prevent it, so I'm trying that. But then the lesson from those health issues is just be proactive. Otherwise, it's going to cost me anyway. So I don't want to like cheap out on health or cheap out on getting things checked out, and also be open to, I don't know, things that I'd be inclined to not be open about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, like, I think it's an age thing. Like,
Yeah,
when I got to like 26, I started getting psoriasis
yeah,
on my neck and on my neck and my head.
yeah,
And like part of it is it was probably triggered by stress and also diet, but
yeah,
it's just about management at our
yeah.
age sometimes. It's just like putting creams on and taking those that herbal shower that you're having.
Hmm.
It's kind of seems like an age thing. Seems
Yeah,
like these skin
yeah,
problems are age related,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, now I sort of got a bit of an excuse because I sort of like eating organic and stuff. Like, I'm not necessarily doing it for like health reasons, but like it's a bit of a guilty pleasure because it's so expensive when I go grocery shopping. But the taste is so good, like just like a capsicum
Dude,
when it's organic,
how much is your bill, dude?
dude.
How much is your bill though?
Yeah, it's not great. But then like I just came back from Harris Farm. It was like $150, and I didn't even yeah.
The night. But is that like a week's worth of groceries, or is
No,
that
no, no,
like
no. I don't think it's quite about a week's. I haven't done it enough times to sort of um get the average, but I think a week's would be like 200 or a bit more. So it's quite a bit because yeah, I think if you go to Woolies, it'd be like 100 tops or something. I think
Yeah,
I don't
because you
know.
just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It's a bit of a excuse and guilty pleasure, but I got to say the taste is so much better. Everything's just like punchy. It makes it easier to eat clean.
not sure. Are you sure it's that much? Or it's not like placebo?
Or it depends on which fruit, I think. Like for capsicums, I can definitely taste it. But for other ones, I'm not too sure. And I'm actually not even sure why. It might be just because it's fresher or
Is it just sweeter? Possibly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Um
I see.
yeah. Um did you want to go on to some of your goals or did you want or do you think it's interesting to go through another one or two of the challenges?
Uh, maybe do I have to, I think I have to leave at
Ah,
like in like five, maybe 7 to 10 minutes
yeah. Egg on
because
volleyball.
beach volleyball is on.
Oh damn, dude, it's
It's
raining,
on.
but dude, it's I can look out the window. It's like really rainy. It's
It's
really
not
raining.
raining where it supposedly is gonna miss Maroubra. The storm is gonna pass over. It's like hitting the north of Sydney.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So it looks well. Yeah.
All right, all good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, what are the two topics?
The other two topics were just work.
Yeah, let's
Again,
talk about work.
I,
Let's talk about work because work is
okay,
related to like
okay.
I feel like. Do you reckon life like work is related to lifestyle? Like you only work as much as your life your how you want your lifestyle to be.
That is true. Yep, yep.
Because
So,
like, you can either take work like you can either work 9 to 5,
yeah,
or you can check out Alex Hormozy and like show up freaking 4 hours before work and like work and work till you
yeah,
die.
yeah. I mean, in that scenario, you painted 9 to 5 as being the more relaxing and I don't know preferable alternative, but I'd rather not even work 9 to 5, right?
Hmm.
So obviously, um, yeah, like I would like a lifestyle where I wouldn't have to work 9 to 5. Um, but I think to do so, yeah, you'd have to be a bit. You'd have to be more. You'd have to sort of be intentional about your lifestyle and I guess your financial aspirations and stuff like that. I think, yeah, for me, yeah, because I think I might want to try and buy a place or buy a place in Queensland or buy some land in Pomona in Queensland soon. So, which is a new sort of psychological shift. So I think I've got to take it a bit more seriously. But eventually, I want to get out of the 9 to 5 as well. So if I can make income with the online courses or selling my own products, then hopefully that will allow me not to work 9 to 5 because
Yeah.
um, I would consider that like I know it's not the extreme, but psychologically, I would I I would like to be able to consider that to be the extreme of working too much rather than the Alex or
Mm.
Mosey. And I'd rather maybe work like a day or two a week or 3 weeks, a day, 2 or 3 days a week kind of thing.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not realistic at the moment. But yeah, depends on what type of lifestyle you and also what type of lifestyle you're, I don't know, willing to or able to craft as well. Because for a bit of the more alternative setups, you need to, I don't know, doesn't come automatically, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like you want to do less and less because you want to optimize your life for meditation, right? And like
Yeah, I think
and the
so. Or
practice.
yeah, yeah, I guess that's a big requirement. As in, like, it's a big desire to be able to sit like 3 months of meditation retreats a year, which is not always guaranteed.
Mm.
So, so yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how about
Anyway,
yourself though? Because
me.
aren't you? Last time we were talking, you were planning to change your approach, from what I recall.
Yeah, I think I need to work a bit harder on my on work. I think that's my takeaway. I think I just have some fears and insecurities about my capabilities, and I've been pushing it aside. But really, you just got to put in hours to address those gaps in skills and emotions, really. Uh, and just like from my own personal experience, I believe things take long. I mean, everything in life takes longer than expected, but I always had this feeling that everything takes even longer for me than the average
Hmm.
person. So I just have to cut out even more time. Uh, and I feel like sometimes hobbies and your life kind of they're kind of a band-aid. They kind of like help you hide in you hiding in action. You hiding in action, but it's just like it's not actually addressing anything deeper in your life. And I mean, outwardly it feels good that I'm doing shit, but internally and psychologically it doesn't feel good. I think I've felt like mild cognitive dissonance for the past fucking 2.5 years,
Hmm.
pretty much. Like I just have to tone down all my exercise. So maybe I'm planning to just do like 30 minutes. I came across this Instagram video where it's like, oh, you could get better results by doing less. But you just gotta split up the sessions into smaller sessions with like a 6 hour rest between. So maybe I do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. Maybe that could give me gains too, mentally and like physically. Because if you train for like fucking 2 hours, you feel exhausted.
Yep.
But maybe if you split the sessions up,
So
it's easier.
you're talking about like you're aiming to decrease the amount of time that you spend on exercise.
Mm.
Okay. And is that
Decrease the decrease the duration,
mhm,
uh but increase the consistency.
okay?
So instead of doing like 3 times a week, just do it like 5 times a week for 30 minutes, or 6, 7 times a week for 30 minutes.
Yeah. But what are you actually trying to achieve, or what are you trying to work towards by doing that?
Yeah, it's like partially maintenance and it's like reward. Like if you, I feel like if I'm gonna focus on work, it's not that it doesn't feel that satisfying. So I need some sort of yeah, just a short reprieve from what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, were you trying to make? I think because weren't you trying to make more time to? Is that like in order to make more time so you can work more, or
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
What's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like if you block out like a 2 hour block, you have to
yeah,
commute. And it's
yeah,
just a bigger chunk of time gone. But if
yeah,
it's just 30 minutes
yeah,
and it's just like running near your house
yeah,
or just training near my house,
yeah,
then it's like significantly less time used
yeah.
to
But
do those activities.
how long are you gonna um sort of sustain that for?
Uh well my goal, my time period right now is like 3 months.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 month experience, 1 quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and what's the goal there?
Uh the goal is to change jobs.
Right, 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 right.
the goal
Okay.
is the goal is to like go as hard as possible in changing jobs.
Okay.
Like if I don't change jobs, I feel like my entire life is I'm constantly I feel like I'm unhappy. I feel like no,
Right.
I feel like this gnawing sense of not achieving my potential, and I feel like
Mm.
I'm getting manipulated by my boss.
Hmm.
I feel like I'm a victim. I don't feel like I'm a victim. I feel like I'm not making the most out. Yeah, making the most out of my situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So that's like, yeah. So that's pretty much, that sounds like what you're trying, as in like, that sounds like one of the most important things to you. Sounds like, sounds
Mm,
pretty important.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Super important. I'm like I'm 32, man.
Yeah.
32. I mean, I'm 31, but I worked the
Yeah.
same place like 7 years,
Yeah. It's pretty, yeah. I
and
mean, yeah.
it's been acquired by private equity. And when private
Yeah.
equity comes, like
Yeah.
they strangle the business, right?
Hmm.
They're milking it for as much productivity and profit as possible. I mean, that's every business nowadays. Every business is like trying to get milked, but like I feel like it's double milked by private equity.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not an ideal place to be. Um, yeah, I just don't feel like it's an ideal place.
Mm. What would you say like the most important habits in addition to cutting down the time you spend exercising are
Mm,
in order
sleep.
to sort of like, oh yeah, yeah,
I think it will be like sleep. And so overall energy. So
yeah,
things related to energy would be really important, like sleep, alcohol, nutrition,
yeah,
and just like so a thought I've been playing with recently is like feeling confident. But like sometimes you just sort of believe you're confident. It sounds nuts, but like
Mm.
some woo gaga secret stuff, but um, yeah, I just had a hypothesis. Like, if I think I'm confident, that might give me
Yeah.
more results versus like doubting
Mm-hmm,
myself all
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when you feel
I mean, if you
confident,
get,
you feel like you have more energy, right?
yeah.
You feel happier.
I
You
mean, if
feel
you've
like
got to give
you're
yourself
top of
like,
it.
oh, sorry. Yeah,
No,
sorry,
you
my
go, you
bad.
go, go, you
Now I
go.
was gonna say, if you're giving yourself 3 months, I feel like it'd be interesting to do like a video series on this, and then 12 months later you got a job, but so I want to, and then we can document how it goes. I just thought of that. I didn't
Yeah,
think of it before, but I mean, it's up to you.
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It's like I'm being an absolute whore behind the scenes at work.
You being a what?
Being a whore. I was actually thinking of telling my boss, that, hey, um, if I just told him I'm planning to leave, I wonder how that would backfire. How the scenario would play out.
I mean, yeah, it's worth experimenting with. I mean, I tried
Yeah,
to,
it's what.
I did that to my place this year. Um, it's, it's
And how did that work? Because in terms of game theory, like they
yeah,
would just try to like in terms of playing a game, you tell
mm-hmm,
them you're showing your hands, so they would just
yeah,
prepare their hand. And it
mm-hmm,
depends on
mm-hmm,
how
yeah,
nice they are. They might collaborate with you to help you achieve a goal, or
mm-hmm,
they find that you, if they know you played your hand, then
mm-hmm,
they will play go again, like try to do their best to make their situation work. So they either work you to death because they know you're
yeah,
leaving,
yeah,
and they find a replacement on the side. And once they've capped you out and found a replacement, then they'll just try to make you redundant or like fire you. Wish they have like perfect leverage, right? Because I feel like in performance reviews and in the work world, it's all nonsense. I feel like they're just making up your performance.
mm-hmm.
It's like the absolute discretion of the manager to whether to give you a good performance review or a bad or a good one.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of fucked up.
Hmm.
You're like at that. That's the worst part of working for someone. I think you're like at their
Hmm.
disposal.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great if, like, in addition to getting a good job, we could slowly work towards being less and less reliant on that job because things are so unstable now anyway, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a good chance I'll get redundant in a few months because we're getting bought out too, and they're slowly just
Mm.
trimming down the size of the
Okay.
team, and then um and I did a job hunt this year as well while still working full time, and it was really relaxing compared to usual because I had a job already. Um, but it was quite insightful too because um, I got one offer, but I thought I would have gotten more, and there was a job that I really prepared for and I was really keen for, but I didn't pass and everything. So I think it was harder for me than I thought to land a job in the market, the 2025 market. So, and then who knows what it's going to be like this year. Could be easier, could be harder, but I just mean if we eventually had multiple sources of income, then it'd be less severe. It'd be less of a big deal, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Whether we
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
made redundant
I
or
think
not,
that's
or
what
whether
you.
it's easy or hard to find a job. So,
Yeah. I think, and then to add on, it's like the sense of control. It's like
mm,
you can be made
mm,
redundant, but you got something to protect yourself. But
mm,
when I see everyone working, I feel like that everyone has like the whims of like some
mm,
other person. Like your fate, you have no control over your fate when you are working for someone else. It's almost like the
mm,
system is built for everyone to screw each other over.
mm.
It's
Lots of
just kind of
competition.
oh well, it's like people either
Mhm,
working for the business to go up in the hierarchy, or
mhm,
like they're doing it for. I mean, obviously they're doing that. So I have to process my thought a bit more. But
No, all
the
good.
overall thing I'm saying is that everyone, it's like it's all a facade. I feel
Mhm.
like performance reviews and stuff. Ultimately, it's about having mental control and well being over your life.
Mm. Yes, like I think my feel for my job is about 3 months as well, and you have like a sort of a 3 month goal. So it'd be interesting. Maybe we could just
Mm.
catch up about it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get a new job. I'm trying to make a side hustle income before I lose my job because I don't know how
Mm.
easy or hard it is going to be to get a new one. So
Do you
so yeah.
get out of QA? Do you feel like you
No,
want
no,
this
no.
voice?
I'm technically now my role got changed to software engineering, but I'm still in test automation
Right.
at my current place, and
Mm-hmm.
um, it's actually quite an advantageous position at my current place because the other QAs aren't up to scratch to do automation. So um,
Mm.
I pretty much am the SME on that, and it's I've gotten pretty good at it, or I've been able to create a good impact at my place. So the workload hasn't been too intense,
Yeah.
and everything's very manageable now. That I'm pretty confident I'll have enough energy to be focusing on my side hustle because
Mm-hmm.
last year when I was hustling too much, I was getting tired. So even if I technically had time, I wouldn't be able to spend it on like extra cognitive stuff. Um,
Mm.
Now there's a big overlap because the side hustle thing I want to make is the online course to get people like those QAs up to scratch. I want to target the ones that have that skill gap, but they're sort of that, but they're actually motivated and they realize the value and I guess the urgency of upskilling themselves. So there's quite an alignment between like how chill my job is, what I'm actually doing on my job, and the content I want to put into my course. So
Mm.
I don't mind that I'm still in QA or I'm still doing the same type of job because it is pretty chill and quite um, relaxing now.
Okay. That's
And
that's good.
yeah,
You
yeah,
just worry about
yeah.
like the safety of your job. Like,
In general, yeah. I mean, even if I was yeah, in software engineering and in tech, I'm a bit, I wouldn't say worried, but I think it's, yeah, I think it's not, I think it's going to be, I don't think it's guaranteed that the market's going to be easy when
yeah,
we need to find a
no
new job.
guarantee.
Like it wasn't easy last year when I was looking around. I was doing it quite seriously. Um,
Mm.
I mean, that led me to that was one of my learnings this past year is I think I need to increase my chances. I need like a personal website as well as more content online. Um,
Mm.
to just share like just tech demos or talking about architecture and just like establishing like credibility and authority kind of thing.
Mm.
It would
Yeah.
be easier to link that website and these similar to your portfolio with my resume as well. Then it's going to
Mm.
increase my chances because it was hard last year, and I think this time
Yeah.
around, um, yep, it's going to make it a bit better if I have more online presence and content.
Right. Right. Right.
That's the short term game, but the long term game is for that online presence and content to lead to other sources of income to make it less of a problem that it's so hard to get a job in
Yeah. Yeah.
general, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, there's quite an overlap in sort of the things I'm working on at the moment.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Hey, do you need a jet still?
I do need a jet.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do need
yeah.
a jet. I was gonna say we need to close, but yeah, cool. That's cool chat. Let's
Yeah, that was fun.